Today we're back on Modern Warfare 2. If I'm gonna be honest, I was kinda slacking yesterday. I mean, I still made some decent progress. Like, I have 33 out of the 51 weapons done. My original plan was to have the whole grind done by today, though. I don't even know what happened. It got late in the afternoon, and then I started sitting there and scrolling through YouTube, and then one thing led to another, and before I knew it, I spent way too much time watching YouTube instead of grinding for the camo. And then this morning I got on and I was gonna grind for a while, but then I only ended up getting maybe half an hour, 45 minutes worth of grinding done because once again, I fell for the YouTube trap. Normally, I don't have problems with that either. I'm really good about not scrolling. It's just, I don't know, there's something about this grind. I don't want to do it anymore. It's ironic because, I'm so close to the end of the grind, you would think that all I would want to do is grind the camo and get it over with, but I'm at this point where it's just oh, I put so much time into it. I don't want to do it anymore. I know for a fact that I'm gonna get it done today, though. I mean, it's literally 18 weapons. I can probably get that done in what, maybe a matter of 10 matches at most? If I can average at least 1 to 2 weapons per game, maybe a weapon and a half per game per se, yeah, that's only 10 to 12 matches. However, that also isn't factoring in the fact that I haven't done the marksman rifles yet, and I also have the melee weapons to do yet, and I went ahead and looked at the polyatomic challenges for those, and I'm gonna need to get a bunch of kills from behind, which take a lot longer than headshots, let's be honest. Why couldn't it be something more simple, 2 kills without dying, or just straight up kills in general? Because now I'm gonna need to play that sneaky game where I try to get behind people, and on shipment, you would think it would be easy, but it really isn't. I mean, it's kinda easy, I guess, when you're playing objective-based modes like Domination or Hardpoint, but even still, sure, it's faster than it would be on other game modes, but it's still not fast enough. I'll say this much, this grind has been great for my podcast backlog. The amount of YouTube videos and podcasts that I've listened to during this grind is literally insane. Who knows, this grind may actually have some sort of benefit to it after the fact. What if I end up becoming an actual prodigy at Modern Warfare 2 after this? When I used to aim at people, I used to aim for upper chest to head just so I could do a decent amount of damage, but now, dude, I'm literally just locked onto their heads at all times. I can't even tell you the last time that I aimed for somebody's upper chest. I literally only aim for their heads. I've gotten pretty good at it too. Yesterday, I was kind of worried about the grind ending. I was what am I gonna grind for next? What am I gonna do? But no, yeah, I'm ready for it to be over. There won't be any feelings of emptiness. There won't be any feelings of missing it, or no. This is just gonna be pure bliss and joy when this is all over. One thing I've noticed is that sometimes certain kills don't count as headshots, but then other ones do, and it's sometimes you feel like a kill should count as a headshot, but it doesn't, and then other times there's some that do, but they definitely shouldn't have. And it's weird because sometimes I'll get a kill on their upper chest region, and then it'll count as a headshot, or at least it'll pop up and say that it was a headshot, even though the icon in the kill feed doesn't reflect that it was a headshot. I love this game, but sometimes it really doesn't make sense. I've been kind of dreading the marksman rifles, but I have a feeling that once I actually start them, they might end up being easier than even the SMGs or the ARs, because I'm thinking about it realistically, right? When you're using an SMG or an AR, you have all that recoil you need to account for, but with a marksman rifle, it's really just one shot, kabam, they're dead. There isn't all the micro aiming and all the micro fixes of your aim as you're accounting for recoil and all that. It's literally just aim, pop, shoot, and dead. So I feel like the marksman rifles might actually be easier than I thought. I just need to be more efficient with my time. As you guys are seeing in the gameplay right now, I have a bad tendency of just sprinting around the map like a chicken with its head cut off, but I need to start being more offensively defensive. I should really just be kind of holding my ground, something like this, and just picking them off as they go for the objective. It's just that anytime I'm on shipment, my goo goo gaga ooey gooey monkey gamer brain wants to just run around and go crazy. The LMGs were honestly the easiest category to get done so far. I thought it would have been the ARs, but no, surprisingly, the LMGs were pretty easy. I literally just mounted up and picked them off as they were going for objectives. Everybody hated me. I hate how it does that. I unlocked polyatomic in that match, but it never notified me of doing it, so I was wasting my time for half of that match. Whatever, at least I can officially say that I am 2/3 of the way done with this grind. Pistols are gonna be pretty easy too, because these only require 20 headshots apiece. That was the same thing with the shotguns. I'm so glad that I opted out of doing the launchers. I tried doing the launchers in Vanguard, but I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. I did the launchers in Zombies, that was doable, but in multiplayer, forget it. You have to shoot down score streaks that you would normally, if it was a modern or a futuristic Call of Duty, you would have lock-on launchers, so then you could shoot down the score streaks more easily. But in that game, none of the launchers have lock-ons. You're just stuck kind of eyeballing it. I did that in Cold War for one launcher, that being the RPG, and I never want to do that again. You kind of start to get the hang of it after a while, but there's so much RNG involved with the way that the rockets spin after you shoot them and how the AR it's just, I don't even understand it. Apparently a bunch of people have been getting invited out already to play the next Call of Duty. There was a part of me that was kind of hoping that behind the scenes they were going to can it so we could actually have that year or two of Modern Warfare 2. If it was under any other circumstance where, it would be a fresh Call of Duty game from a different sub-series, then I would totally be okay with it. But from the way that it's sounding, it's more or less just going to be an expansion upon MW2. And, originally I was okay with that, but from the way it's sounding, it's going to be an expansion that's kind of just sold separately with not too much added to it. So at that point, I'm kind of man, I've done all this grinding with MW2. I kind of want to stay here, but it's this really conflicting thing because I love Call of Duty and I would do anything to have even more Call of Duty than we already have. But at the same time, I went into this game with the mindset of, okay, I'm going to be playing this for 2 years because that's what Activision told us, but now I'm kind of having that like cut in half, so I'm not exactly sure how to feel. I'm like partway excited, but partway also like, man, I hope this game is really good because if it's literally just Modern Warfare 2 again, then I don't know. Like, I'll be excited for it. I'm still gonna love it. I'm still gonna play it, but it's just like, I don't know. As long as the camo grinds aren't anything like MW 2019 or Call of Duty Vanguard, then I'm completely okay with that. No 70 weapon levels, no 100 long shots for every single weapon in the game. Just give us, you know, fun challenges like you did in MW2 and Black Ops Cold War and we'll be all good. Hitting headshots with this weapon has been surprisingly annoying so far. If anything, I mean, I'm excited for the new iteration of Shipment. At this point, any Call of Duty that isn't developed by Treyarch is going to have Shipment. We had the daytime one in MW 2019, we had the more like deserty looking one in Vanguard, and then we had like the, you know, dark rainy one here, so I wonder what's gonna be next. Maybe Snow Shipment? I'd actually be down for that. That sounds pretty cool. We've had every conceivable iteration of Nuketown before, so I feel like Shipment should get the same treatment. It's just sad to know that we'll probably never get futuristic Shipment. If they could have just put Shipment in Infinite Warfare, oh my gosh, that map probably would have looked so sick. I'm kind of worried because we're approaching Season 5, and yet we still do not have Rust, Scrapyard, Terminal. Like, we're missing so many maps that you would expect to be in a game called MW2. Like, at the very least, Rust, right? I've been asking for it for day one, but like, you know, we have the intervention, and yet we don't have Rust. I'm just saying it now. There is no way that I haven't gotten 25 headshots yet. This is ridiculous. I don't understand why it stopped popping up. Like, it was working all morning. It was popping it up, telling me when I got polyatomic, but now it's just not doing it. I wish they had a hardcore Shipment playlist. Like, sure, I'd be dying a lot more, but man, these headshots would be so much easier. I refuse to believe I didn't unlock polyatomic in that game. If I checked the menu and I still didn't unlock it, I mean, there's nothing I can do, right? It's gonna feel so nice when this is all said and done. I'll be able to get a Modern Warfare 2 without having to think about the grind, without having to think about anything. It'll be like 2012, 2013 again, getting on Black Ops 2 after a long day, just hopping on, playing, having fun, shooting people, not a care in the world. This is the biggest middle finger to every Battle Pass owner everywhere. You don't have the $30 to pay for Black Cell? Here's a weapon charm with the mask. 18 out of 25. What? No, there's no way. Well, I've got 17 more weapons to go, so I'm gonna go grind. Oh god, that transition is beautiful. I'm gonna grind this out. Hopefully I'll finish it today. If not, then I don't know, I'll just stay up all night until it's done so that I can bring you guys the Orion video tomorrow. It's only like 8 a.m. at the time we're recording this, so I'm pretty sure I'll get it done today. Anyway, as always, a massive shout out, thank you to all the Patrons, thank you to all of you in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out, thank you to all of you in the big baller tier, Mellow Last King and Big Daddy Matty, and the biggest shout out, thank you to all of you in the G tier, Rod of Vengeance and Little Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.